You know I had to hit YouTube first. Bought me a nice shirt and everything. Alright, now. Record. I took my glasses off. I did it then, but I'm not gonna do it now. Shout out to the jury, man. Throw these on. Get ready to start that. Get ready to start that. Let's see, do I got my timer on that motherfucker? Beats me, but we gon' see. Gunshots for the bitches and buster ass niggas of the world. And then there was bass. Good evening, motherfuckers and motherfuckers. This is your host, Yung Dolemite, of the Too Much Game podcast, live from the Boom Boom Room. Once again, today's gonna be a special episode. I'm entitling it my love letter to the black woman. It's been a lot of bitch ass bullshit going on as of recent. With the whole Breonna Taylor verdict, Tory Lanez bitch ass doing his little clout chase move. That was the epitome of some suck ass shit. I just feel like us as black men need to step our fucking game up. Just in all ways, honestly, just in general, but for the most part, my nigga, the way that we treating our women. Like, nigga, we gotta step this shit all the way up. Like, we doing real bad and shit when it comes to the treatment of our women, dog. Like, it's fucking embarrassing, honestly. Like, the way that we doing our women, it's fucking unacceptable. Like, let me fucking redo this live and shit. I don't know what the fuck going on. Shout out to my nigga fucking DLP for letting me know that my shit was fucked up. But anyway, like, nigga, just the way that we going about everything, like our relationships with our women outside of like marital and dating relationships, nigga, just the way that we interact with women that we not dating. We gotta step all that shit up. So this is basically my episode where I'm gonna talk about the relationship that us in general have with our women. Like the way that black men are treating black women, we gotta work on this shit. Like, rest in peace to Breonna Taylor. Moment of silence. Like, it's just not a good thing, homie. Like, we going about shit all wrong. As a community in general, just how we handling a lot of these injustices that's going on with the police. And just, how we treating our women, dog. It's a fucked up thing. We doing shit ass backwards. Like, us as a community, we do much better when our women are at their best. Like, we gotta step up how we treat them in relationships. Like, when it comes to how us men treat our wives, how dudes treat their girlfriends, how we treat our sisters, how we treat our mothers, how we treat our daughters. Like, this whole show Too Much Game. Like, nigga, we gotta really start, imparting the wisdom into our daughters, into our sisters, just into the women around us. Like, a lot of women out here is game goofy, and it's because of us. It's because of a lot of how we been getting down. Like, he's saying that my sound is low. Like, I don't know, dog. Like, if anybody else is in the chat, like, let me know if my sound low. But yeah, like, we just got to do a better job. Like, shout out to homeboy that was with Breonna Taylor the night that she passed. You know, because bitch ass Charles Barkley was talking about how he let off a shot and hit a cop. Like, but at the same time, my nigga, like if it's midnight, 2 in the morning or whatever, and y'all laying in fucking bed, and motherfucking strange motherfucker come busting in your house with that bullshit, my nigga, you not gonna bust a shot neither, my nigga. Like, I don't know what the fuck to tell you, my nigga. Like, niggas got the game all fucked up. If you think that the dude who was in the room with Breonna Taylor was on some bullshit, like, my nigga, he did what the fuck he had to do. He did what he was supposed to do in that situation. You know, if a strange motherfucker busts up in your shit at night, you know, especially in Kentucky, which, if I'm not mistaken, I think that's an open carry state. Like, I think that's one of the states that's real lenient when it comes to their Second Amendment laws. You know, so I think that he was completely in the right in what he did. He handled that shit exactly how he was supposed to handle that shit, my nigga. And for bitch ass Charles Barkley to hop in with the, well, he did shoot a cop and all this stupid ass shit. Like, man, it's just sometimes where, you know, it's better to simply say rest in peace than to have some stupid ass fucking statement. But the thing about niggas like Charles Barkley is, it's his job to do that shit. You know, like Charles Barkley has a track record of doing this bullshit. Like, this ain't no new fucking behavior from Charles Barkley. Like, this ain't the first time Charles Barkley has said some coon ass shit at a fucked up time. You know, like when Trayvon Martin got killed, when his verdict came back, Charles Barkley was the first motherfucker to say, well, you know, when you look at the facts of the case and all this stupid ass shit. Like, my nigga, facts? Like, nigga, the facts is this motherfucker followed Trayvon Martin when the police told him not to. Got his ass whooped and shot Trayvon Martin. My nigga, that's murder. That's premeditated motherfucking murder, my nigga. Like, that's the fucking facts. Fuck what happened in court. But this is what fucking Charles Barkley does, my nigga. You know, and I'm gonna talk about compartmentalization a lot in this episode. Like, nigga, we gonna have to really start compartmentalizing. We gonna really have to start separating the real shit from the bullshit. Real motherfuckers from bullshit motherfuckers. Real men from bitch ass niggas. Like, nigga, we putting Charles Barkley in the category with bitch ass niggas. Like, we not finna put Charles Barkley in the same category as we put black men. Like, nigga, when I see motherfuckers going back and forth on Twitter, you know, with the battle with the sexes, the men versus the women, like, we really gonna have to start separating the bitch ass niggas from the black men. Because I'm seeing a lot of black women that are saying, like, oh, black men are siding with Tory Lanez. That ain't fucking true. Bitch ass niggas are siding with Tory Lanez. That ain't black men. Like, we really finna have to start separating a lot of this shit. Like, we gonna have to start compartmentalizing a lot of shit. Like, it's gonna be a lot of shit I'm gonna talk about, you know, that's gonna, probably a lot of motherfuckers not gonna like it. A lot of motherfuckers might feel it. But this is just how I've been feeling as of recent. Like, you know, I didn't do my show yesterday because, you know, Tory Lanez was talking some bullshit about, oh, you know, today I got time, 9 p.m., you know, whoop-de-whoop. You know, so motherfuckers thinking like, okay, this nigga finna hop on live and, you know, break down what happened, you know, as far as the incident with him and Meg Thee Stallion. And this bitch ass nigga so fucking promoting the album. Like, and in the album, he's telling, quote unquote, his side of the story. Like, I've seen clips and shit. I'm not finna stream that shit because I'm not finna put no money in the pocket of a bitch ass nigga. But, like, nigga, like, even his cleanup was reminiscent of, like, the R. Kelly shit. Like, where he didn't flat out deny it. Like, he didn't come out and really say the real shit. He just try to make some good music for motherfuckers to bop to and think that niggas was so stupid that they was gonna say, oh, well, the song dope, so I'm siding with Tory now. And the fucked up shit is there was some, like I said, bitch ass niggas who was in the comment like, yeah, Megan is cap. Yeah, I'm siding with Tory. Oh, this song is fire though. Like, my nigga, like, just as people in general, my nigga, like motherfuckers gonna have to get over that shit. Like me and CJ talk about this cancel culture shit a lot. And like I always tell her about the motherfuckers in cancel culture, like nigga, I don't have a problem with cancel culture. If you don't fuck with something, don't fuck with it. But when you say you don't fuck with something, stay not fucking with it, my nigga. Don't let a motherfucker do some complete clown shit and now they drop a song you like, so now they uncancel. Like that's bitch ass nigga culture. That's not motherfucking cancel culture. That's sucker culture. Like only suckers do shit like that. Only a sucker will let you do some fraud fuck bullshit and then come turn around and say, oh well, you know what, since you brought me flowers, I'm gonna go ahead and forgive you for that stupid shit. You know, like we call motherfuckers suckers, and this is just societally across the board. If a woman is fucking with a man and he punch her in her motherfucking face, and then he come and dick her down and she forgive him, we call her a sucker. We call her stupid. But on this side of the fucking fence, we've been calling Tori a bitch for like the last month. Now this nigga drop a motherfucking album and now he uncanceled. Now we fucking with him again because the songs was tight. Because in the song he said, oh, you got shot and it didn't hit no bones or tendons or whatever the fuck he was talking about. Now we believe him. Like what kind of weak ass bullshit is that, my nigga? Like what type of suck ass niggas think that a motherfucker dropping a song is reason for us to all of a sudden throw fucking Meg under the bus now? Now we not riding for Meg because we like the songs Tory made? Like nigga, that is the epitome of sucker shit. You know, like I was going through them motherfucking comments looking for a motherfucker who I follow so I could clown they bitch ass, unfollow and block them. Like nigga, that is some sucker ass shit, my nigga. And we really need to get over sucker ass shit. Like we really need to separate from these suck ass niggas. Like you niggas is showing your fucking panty line, co-signing this bullshit. Like nigga, how the fuck can you side with this bitch ass nigga? Like honestly, my nigga, like you seen the bullet hole in her foot. Now this nigga make a song and now the bullet hole went away. All of a sudden she didn't get shot. All of a sudden she made all this shit up. Why y'all think he was quiet for so motherfucking long? It's like if you ask any motherfucker a question where you think they're lie. We always know if a motherfucker take too long to answer, they trying to think of a motherfucking lie. And that's what this nigga doing. But we believe this shit because the beat was dope, because the fucking bars was dope. Is that what it is, my nigga? Like, this shit is fucking sad, dog. You know, like after that, the whole Charles Barkley shit, like this shit is fucking sad. Like literally the next day after we get this motherfucking verdict, this bitch ass nigga hop out talking some dumb shit. And like I said, man, we really finna have to fucking separate from bitch ass niggas. Like that shit is unacceptable, my nigga. This is not no shit that I want to be associated with. You know, like a big part of this episode is not to step back and say, oh, it wasn't me, I didn't do anything wrong. Because I fucked up in my life, my nigga. I've done women wrong. I've done all type of shit that I'm not proud of. But this is just me as far as me giving game to my listeners who I feel like, you know, my demographic is mostly men. Like, nigga, I'm just telling, you know, the niggas who listen to my show what the real shit is as far as like our treatment of our motherfucking women, my nigga. You know, like I was watching these little TikToks and shit. You know, a couple of female podcasters been posting these videos of these little young niggas doing these motherfucking TikToks where they like bigging up every woman but they own, my nigga. Like, you know, I seen one where like the left side of the screen said black women, the right side of the screen said white women. And then they walk up and then they all sprinted off to the fucking white woman side. Like, who the fuck is raising these little niggas? Like, I could look and tell these niggas got a black mama. Like, they look like they got two black parents, but it's like, nigga, what the fuck is y'all telling y'all kids that got their asses thinking that white girls is the shit? Like, my nigga, like, honestly. Like, what is it that got these little niggas thinking that shit? And it ain't nothing wrong with a preference. You know, like, if you like white girls, that's your thing, my nigga. Whatever the fuck, you know, eat the ambrosia, Don't season your chicken no more. My nigga, have fun. Nigga, go do your shit with your fucking white girl. But my nigga, to down black women, to go to white women, that's bitch ass nigga shit. You are a bitch ass nigga. Like, nigga, even if you've had nothing but negative interactions with black people or black women, whatever the fuck. You know, because I've said this shit on this show, my nigga. The niggas who ain't had nothing but negative interactions with black women, 9 times out of 10, it's because you a bitch ass nigga. I know niggas personally who I have conversations with who have negative views of black women, and it's always because they a bitch ass nigga. Like, it's no other way that I could fucking explain it, my nigga. Like, I'm not saying that every negative interaction that you have with a black woman is because you a bitch ass nigga. Because sometimes you was dealing with a punk ass bitch. Because back to compartmentalization, it's a motherfucking difference, my nigga. Like, there's real men and then there's bitch ass niggas. There's real women and then there's punk ass bitches. So you might have had an encounter with a couple of punk ass bitches. But at the same time, for you to have these negative ass views of black women, you literally calling your mama a punk ass bitch. For you to say, oh, all black women, that's your mama, your grandmama, your great grandmama, your sister, your auntie. All those women, you saying that shit about all them too. If you call black women bitches, your mama's a bitch. Your sister's a bitch. Your daughter gonna be a bitch. Because no matter who you fuck as a black man, your daughter gonna be a black woman. You fuck a fucking a lily white girl from the motherfucking mountains of Caucasus, the goddamn island of Greenland, Iceland, or whatever the fuck, Sweden, Switzerland, any of that bullshit up there. Your daughter still gonna be black. You fuck an Asian, daughter gonna be black. You fucking Mexican, your daughter gonna be black. So if you got negative shit to say about black women, you talk about your fucking daughter, my nigga. Like, niggas really gonna have to start looking at shit like this. But it's like, I hate the thought that bitch ass niggas like that is even gonna reproduce on some real shit. Like, nigga, coon ass niggas raise coon ass kids. You know, because when you look at a lot of the motherfuckers who got fucked up views of black people, look at their parents a lot of times. A lot of these motherfuckers are adopted by white people. And that's how they got these views. Because they got views from white people who got negative views of black people. You know, because just on some real shit, a lot of these motherfuckers, man, like, I tell motherfuckers all the time when they try to make it seem like because a white person fucks a black person, they not racist, has black friends, they not racist. A lot of your white friends talk that shit to you like they really down with black people, and then to hop on Facebook and talk about how all the niggas in the riots is monkeys. And how, you know, Breonna Taylor really was selling dope or some bullshit. Like, a lot of your white friends that's playing like they really with you, my nigga, on the under is against you, my nigga. You know, like, motherfuckers think just cause a white person to lay down with you, they like you. Like slave masters wasn't fucking they black slaves, my nigga. You ain't gotta like black people to fuck black people. You know, and that's what I'm seeing a lot of when it comes to bitch ass niggas in their interactions with black women, my nigga. Like, a lot of you niggas like pussy, but y'all niggas don't like girls. Like, that shit is fucking sad, dog. Like, I really don't get it. Like, it's really beyond me the way that a lot of you niggas act, and a lot of, you know, how y'all treat y'all women, my nigga. You know, like, and this ain't me like putting myself on no pedestal and how I treat my wife, because I'm not perfect. You know, like, it's a lot of shit that my wife would probably say about me that ain't the fucking greatest, my nigga. I'm not the greatest husband ever. I'm not the fucking perfect husband. But the one thing that my wife ain't never gonna say is I put her last. Like, nigga, I always, you know, if y'all listen to this motherfucking show, I always big my wife up. Because I understand my wife's role in my life, my nigga. Like, I wouldn't be who I am without my wife. Like, I wouldn't be who I am without black women in general, my nigga. My mom, you know, my wife, my fucking daughter, my nigga. Like, just black women who I have normal conversations with. Like, you know, Queen Sharonda. Like, nigga, my cousins. You know, shout out to my cousin Nia and this motherfucker. Like, you know, it's been black women my whole life who've helped me to be who I am. You know, and black women, you know, I always give them the advice of keeping real niggas around their sons, you know, but you also got to keep real motherfucking women around your son, you know, vice versa. You know, women raising a daughter, you got to keep real men around your daughter so she know what a real man is when she see one. You know, like a lot of the reason these niggas is such bitches is because of how they was raised. You know, and this ain't me downing black women and their ability to raise a son. You know, let me try to like break it down slow so I'm not misquoted when it comes to this shit. You know, but I look at a lot of times bitch ass niggas raised by women as a thing where, you know, a lot of black women, when it comes to them raising a son solo, you know, your instinct is to try to raise him tough. You know, be tough on him, punch him in the chest, nigga. You fall, nigga, get up. You know, shit like that. Like, be firm with him, you know, so he will in turn be firm. But I feel like a lot of times when a black woman is raising a boy and she's being tough on him, that subconsciously has him internalizing that it is okay for you to be getting talked to like that by a woman. You know, like it's normal for you to take direction from a woman. It's normal for a woman to have the alpha energy in your household. Because a lot of times when you're raising your boy, you are the authority figure. You are the strong figure. But he's looking up to you, a woman, as the strong figure. A woman is the strongest figure in his life. So when he grows up, it's going to be normal for him to feel like the woman should be the strongest figure in his life. And I feel like that's what hinders boys. You know, so like I said, I'm not looking at this as a negative into a black woman raising a son, because I was raised by a black woman. I know my dad, but it wasn't like my dad was living in my fucking house. You know, I give a lot of props to my stepfather, you know, who also helped raise me, but he spent a lot of time in prison. But the thing is, as far as like the way that I was raised, and I feel like what my advantage was I had real niggas around me my whole fucking life. You know, so my mom did a good fucking job of keeping me around real niggas. You know, like my mom would always make sure I had real niggas around me throughout my whole fucking childhood. So I would know what a real man was growing up. You know, and I feel like that's something that I feel like a lot of black women could benefit from when you're raising males. Like, keep your sons around real men, alpha males. You know, men who are doing something with their life. Because I'm not just saying alpha male in the sense of, you know, being aggressive, but I mean like, you know, a man who's taking care of business, a man who's, you know, working for his money, a man who's earning his money, a man who's doing his job as a man, who's a provider, who's protective, you know, who speaks a certain way. You know, because I talk a lot about on this show, like how I talk, like I use a lot of profanity, a lot of broken English, but you know, the reason that I have this show is because what I say is some real shit. You know, like, you gotta keep your son around motherfuckers who got a tight mouthpiece, motherfuckers who could teach him the game, motherfuckers who could teach him how to speak to women. You know, but he also does need your feminine energy. You know, he does need to know how to treat a woman from a woman. He does need to know shit like how to cook, how to clean up, you know, how to fucking leave the toilet seat down after he take a piss. You know, basic shit that you should know as a man when you're interacting with a woman. But as a woman, like, you know, when it comes to like your son getting older, like, you know, there's gonna be times when you're gonna have to give him responsibilities. Like, this was some shit that, you know, like, I feel like another thing that my mom did very well in raising me. My mom always told me when my stepfather was out and, you know, shit like that, like, I was the man of the house. You know, I always felt like the man of the house. I was raised to be the man of the house, and my mom would always tell me, like, nigga, you the man. You got to do man stuff. You know, like, you got to be around men. You got to hang around men. Like, nigga, you know, she taught me to be a leader, not by only leading me, but by giving me, you know, the responsibilities of leaders. You know, because on my mom's side, I'm the oldest of four. You know, so she gave me the responsibility to take care of my brothers and my sister, you know, to be their protector, you know, to help them with shit when she couldn't help. You know, like this is the thing when raising boys. So you don't raise a bitch ass nigga like a Tory Lanez or like these little TikTok niggas. You know, like these little motherfuckers who got these, oh, white girls are the greatest. Like, nigga, for you to worship the the other races, my nigga, honestly, like I really look at that as a reflection on your parents. Like I really look at that like you have a negative view of your parents. You know, like as a parent, like I'm not saying that I would have something negative to say if Brownie brought a white man home, but I would kind of have questions, my nigga. You know, like I could understand if we lived in a predominantly white neighborhood or some shit, like that's all she was around. But my nigga, if she had a choice, I would want for her to choose a man who's like me, because like, you know, what Sigmund Freud would say, you know, a lot of people date a person that's like they parent of the opposite sex. Like men date women that are like their mothers, women date men that are like their fathers, and a lot of times that happens when they have an affinity for that parent. You know, men a lot of times like we real attached to our mothers, and girls are attached to their fathers. So for a man to bring home a woman that's nothing like his mother, a lot of times shit like that happens when he has a negative view of his mother. You know, like I talk to women a lot when it comes to dating. I always would tell them, like, one of my main pieces of advice that I give women when dating men, when looking for a man to take serious in a relationship dynamic, look at his relationship with his parents. Look at the relationship that his parents have with each other. Are his parents still together? You know, does his mom have a man around? You know, what's his relationship with his mom? What's his relationship with his father figure in his life? Is there no father figure around? You know, because a lot of times when a man don't have no father figure, because you don't have to have a man living in the house. I spent a lot of time in my childhood with no grown man living in my house. But I had father figures around. I had grown men around, you know, who could give me the game, who my mom made sure I had around me. And I feel like that's what made me the man that I am. You know, my mom with her feminine energy, and then her keeping good masculine energy around me, my nigga. Like, and this is what you gotta do when you raising boys. You know, like you gotta have your boy around boys, your boy around men. You know, like, and one of the biggest motherfucking lessons is that the black woman is to be protected at all costs. You know, like this is something that like I'm teaching my son right now. Like as far as like with my daughter, like, you know, and my wife is really driving the point home when I ain't around. Like my wife, she really on this shit. Like nigga, hitting girls, that shit out. Mistreating girls, that shit out. Like the last couple of conversations that me and my son had in the car when it was just me and him was like, nigga, hitting girls, that shit out. Like nigga, hitting your sister, that shit out. Nigga, you should be protecting your sister at all costs. Nigga, no matter what the fuck happens, my nigga, you on your sister's side. I don't give a fuck if she right or wrong. You on your sister's side. You know, and this is something that we gotta teach our kids, man. Like, you know, like looking at all these fucking situations with like the Tory situation in Med, Breonna Taylor, nigga, even going back to Keke Palmer, you know, because she just spoke on this situation. You know, when she came out talking about how Trey Songz did her, it was like nobody believed it. Like we swept that shit under the rug, my nigga. You know, and us as black men, us as society on some real shit, you know, when a black woman speaks on her trauma and her abuse, we need to stop sweeping that shit under the rug like it ain't nothing. You know, like me, I've talked to a lot of women in my life. Like back when I was a player, when I was talking to women romantically, you know, me just as a man with a lot of female friends, you know, like I'm cool with a lot of female podcasters now, you know, especially like, you know, Sharonda from the Q Chat podcast, Rosie from the Rosie Perspective podcast, You know, my co-host CJ from the Cat vs. Dog podcast. Like, you know, I have normal conversations with a lot of women. You know, like before I was married, like a lot of my female friends and girlfriends, like, you know, me, I'm big on having initial conversations in relationships, whether that be friendships or otherwise. And a lot of black women have been sexually assaulted. And a lot of black women don't speak on that shit. You know, because a lot of times they're not believed. You know, they get shamed for coming out about something that happened to them. You know, a lot of times a black woman will say, oh, somebody did something to me. And a lot of our first reaction, nigga, we want to hear the whole motherfucking story. We want to hear the other side of the story. We want to know what, you know, what were you wearing? What were you doing? Like, we always want to victim blame when it comes to something happening to a black woman. And we really need to get over that shit. You know, like I think I talked about it on the episode that LA Deuce came. My nigga, like, we really need to start making it a safe space for women to be able to speak on their trauma. You know, like, I get it. There are women who have, you know, done, you know, weak ass shit, you know, lying on niggas and, you know, trying to throw motherfuckers under the bus. They catch a famous nigga and they try to do some hoe shit to try to get a bag up out of them, you know, scream, rape, and lie. But dog, that's like a vast minority. That's a very small number of women. You know, like again, compartmentalization, my nigga. Like, there's a small group of punk ass bitches, and men like to try to throw they bullshit over the whole community of our black women. All black women cheat. All black women lie on men. Black women got fucked up attitudes. That's not the case, my nigga. Like, yes, there are black women who are headstrong. Yes, there are black women who have strong opinions. Yes, there are black women who are hard to get along with for certain men. But I'm not finna put bad attitudes just on black women. Because there's white women with bad attitudes. Like, nigga, just think about the whole Karen phenomenon, my nigga. That's a bunch of white bitches with fucking attitudes. We not saying all fucking white women are Karens. But we gonna say because your mama yelled at you, your sister used to beat you up, and then your B personality ass start getting in relationships and your girlfriends was punking you. Now you think that black women have bad attitudes. Nigga, just the black women you done ran into had bad attitudes. And what did you do to create the environment where that bad attitude happened? Because me and my interactions with black women, a lot of times, nigga, it ain't like bad attitudes just pop the fuck up out of nowhere. It ain't like I was just sitting on the couch watching TV and then here come my wife with a fucked up attitude pushing me off the motherfucking couch. Like, nigga, what are you doing to cause these bad attitudes, my nigga? Like, honestly, like, really ask yourself these questions when you got these negative fucked up views of our women, of our queens, of the motherfuckers who raising you, the motherfuckers who holding you down, my nigga. Like, what are you doing to cause this shit, my nigga? You know, like, I'm really finna start checking niggas who say stupid ass shit about black women, like, in general, my nigga. Like, I'm really finna start being more proactive when it comes to this shit. Because, like, it's getting fucking annoying, honestly. Because on some real shit, like, I talk to more female podcasters than male podcasters. Like, you know, it just is what it is, and it ain't on no thirsty shit. Like, I'm not trying to fuck with none of them. They just cool like that. Like, I just have positive interactions with black women because I have a very high reverence for black women. My mom's a black woman. My daughter's a black woman. My wife is a black woman. You know, the person who I hold in the highest of the highest. Like, you know, everybody who listen to this motherfucker, everybody who know me know. Like, I love my wife to motherfucking death. I wouldn't be me without her. You know, so a lot of times when I see black women, I see the Holy Trinity, which is my mom, wife, and daughter, my nigga. Like, I don't take motherfuckers doulo and black women in no cool ass way, and I don't feel like none of us should. Like, none of us should be fucking with Tory Lanez behind this shit. Nigga, you shot a motherfucking black woman, dog. Like, nigga, you should be under the under of all unders. You already like 5'2". So you ain't far from that motherfucker. You the closest motherfucker to hell. But niggas need to make sure your ass go there and stay there. Little bitch ass nigga. Like, that shit not fly, my nigga. Like, niggas hitting women, that shit not fly. You know, sexually abusing women, that shit not fly. Like, nigga, we need to really change the whole way that we look at this shit when it comes to how motherfuckers treat black women, my nigga. You know, like, we've been taught very wrong, my nigga. Like, when it comes to just rap music in the 90s, like, we was raised on this shit. Like, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Ain't no fun if the homies can't have none. Use a hoe. Like, all these catchy songs talking negatively about our women, my nigga. You know, and a lot of times, you know, the artists come back and say, you know, like I keep saying, they're compartmentalizing. They not talking about all black women. They just talking about the hoes. And I get that. But to a lot of us young, impressionable, you know, preteens, teens, and young men, a lot of us took that shit and ran with it, my nigga. A lot of us took these negative fucking shits when it came to women and ran with that shit. Like, okay, well, fuck women. They all bitches. What's up, bitch? A lot of niggas, when referring to they woman, will call they woman a bitch. And to me, that shit is like mind-boggling. Like, yeah, man, I'm at my bitch house. That, I've never I can honestly say I ain't never said that shit. Like, I ain't never called my woman my bitch. Because I've always understood the fact that there was a difference. You know, like, this is one of the lessons I remember learning from my mom. Like, I remember when The Chronic came out, I was like 9 or 10. And I was literally listening to the song, Bitches Ain't Shit But Hoes and Tricks. My nigga, my mom heard that shit, nigga, immediately, nigga, stopped the tape, kicked my brothers out the room, was like, number one, you can't listen to that shit around your motherfucking brothers. And number two, I ain't no bitch, I ain't no hoe, I ain't no motherfucking trick, I ain't none of that shit in that song. I'm your motherfucking mama. There's a difference. Them bitches they talking about in that song, bitches do exist. There's groupies, there's hoes that's trying to get your money, there's prostitutes, there's women out here who ain't got nothing positive going on. Yes, that does exist. Yes, you're gonna have interactions with bitches, hoes, and tricks. But I ain't none of them motherfuckers. And you not finna run around this motherfucker calling women none of that shit. Like, and that shit stuck with me, my nigga. You know, like, my mom made fucking sure I understood the fucking difference. And us as men need to really start understanding the motherfucking difference. Like, I'm seeing niggas in comment sections just talking doolo shit about fucking black women. And that's like, my nigga, what type of bitch ass niggas is y'all? Like, who the fuck is raising these bitch ass niggas? Like, nigga, we really need to start separating the difference between real men and bitch ass niggas. Like, you niggas who will honestly sit up here and out of your punk ass mouth say, all black women got bad attitudes. All black women want white men. All black women are hard to deal with. Nigga, shut your bitch ass up. Like, honestly, my nigga, like, you are the epitome of a bitch ass nigga, my nigga. The reason that you feel like black women are so mean is because you're a bitch ass nigga. You can't handle a woman who has some kickback when you do some bullshit. You don't like the fact that you do something that a person don't like and they have a motherfucking reaction to that shit. Like, you think that because you got a dick, a woman is supposed to just bow down to your will no matter what. Like, I'm the man, so she should just submit because I got a dick. Like, nigga, a dick don't make you a motherfucking man, nigga. Especially in 2020, my nigga, just the last motherfucking 24 hours, it's like, god damn, like, the bitches is the ones with the dicks. Like, god damn, nigga, it's way more male bitches than female bitches. I swear to God, like, Nigga, 2020, they coming out. Like, nigga, they like throwing audacity out of windows. And niggas is picking it up. But it's like, nigga, that audacity is coming with a heaping helping the bitch assness, my nigga. Like, you niggas is really moving like bitches right now. Like, all y'all niggas that's fucking reposting that Tory song and streaming that Tory song, like, my nigga, that's bitch ass nigga energy, my nigga. Like, this shit is fucking sickening. Like, it's really sad. Like, nigga, I fucking love black women from the bottom of my heart, my nigga. I feel like that's what made me the man that I am. That's why I feel like I'm such a strong man, because I was raised by strong ass women. And the strong ass women around me wouldn't allow me to be no bitch ass nigga. Like, I'm really looking at a lot of you niggas like, who the fuck was in y'all lives that raised you to be such a fucking bitch? Like, why is you niggas such bitches? Like, y'all niggas really think like it's fly to mistreat your motherfucking woman, my nigga? Like, who taught you that? Like, nigga, when I look at a lot of the niggas who I could really honestly say like really gave us the misinformation that it was cool to mistreat our women, was like Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and all these niggas. And mind you, a lot of the niggas at the time they was making a lot of these songs telling us bitches wasn't shit, these niggas was married. We letting married motherfucking men tell us that it's cool to mistreat our women. You know, like, it's a song came out, nigga, probably like last month. Freddie Gibbs' Problem and Snoop Dogg, Don't Be Mad at Me, where Snoop Dogg spent this whole verse apologizing to his motherfucking wife about fucking cheating. Like, my nigga, the same niggas that tell you, nah, man, fuck these bitches, these hoes ain't shit, my nigga, fuck these hoes, got a wife at home that they in love with. Like, nigga, we really need to stop listening to the fucking misinformation, my nigga. Like, we really need to start separating ourselves from bitch ass niggas. That's the definition of some bitch ass shit. Nigga, if you got negative views of black women, you are a bitch ass nigga, my nigga. Like, period. That's the long and short of it, nigga. That's the best way I could fucking say it. You know, because like with the little dudes with the fucking TikToks. Like, if you have a preference for another race, I don't have no problem with preference. If you say, I just like pink skin, I just like clammy skin, my nigga, like, I just like dog hair, I like bitches that kiss dogs in the mouth, that's cool, my nigga. Like, if you like fucking Mexican food, that's cool, my nigga. Like, if you like Latin spice and all that shit, that's cool. You like motherfucking shrimp fried rice, that's cool. But, nigga, it is not cool for you to try to down black women because of your preference for another thing. Like, nigga, I like thick women, but you don't see me sitting up here downing skinny women because I prefer thick women. That's bitch ass nigga behavior, my nigga. Like, if you like something, go ahead and like that shit. You like white bitches, cool, that's cool. Go like them motherfuckers, my nigga. But for you to say, I like white women because black women don't submit. Nigga, all them bitches that's calling the police on y'all niggas ain't motherfucking submitting neither, my nigga. Like, all these motherfucking bitches is all in the store calling you all type of niggers and all that type of shit. Like, they not submitting neither, my nigga. So, like, I don't see what makes these white girls' attitude no better, my nigga. Like, all these, Spanish women that stabbing niggas all up and down Spanish Harlem, like, nigga, all women got a fucked up attitude. Any woman that has a negative interaction with you, any woman you cheat on, any woman you gaslight, any woman who done went through your phone and found some bullshit, they gonna have a bad attitude, my nigga. Like, it ain't no group of women that's gonna be like, oh, well, I'm okay with that other woman. Oh, I'm okay with you calling me out my name. Oh, okay, you didn't take out the trash? That's cool, Darnell. Like, no, nigga, every woman gonna go upside your motherfucking head about doing some bullshit. It ain't just black women, my nigga. But you want to throw the towel in on your woman because you think that the other women are more docile. And that ain't the motherfucking truth. You know, a lot of times, like I be saying, my nigga, like, you niggas was raised wrong, my nigga. You know, and not to, down black women, they be having the right idea. But like I explained earlier, my nigga, like, they didn't have you around no real niggas or something. Like, a lot of times, like, as black women, like, y'all gotta look at how you're presenting yourself around your sons. You know, because when you ask a lot of these punk ass niggas why they don't like black women, a lot, oh, they're mean. You know, and I'm not telling you to, oh, be nice to your son, coddle your son. Because a lot of these niggas just bitch ass niggas. Like, punch they ass in the chest. But at the same time, it's like, my nigga, like, who the fuck raised you, my nigga? Like, where the fuck did she go wrong at? Where did your daddy go wrong at, nigga? Your daddy dipped the fuck out, my nigga? You know, like, what did she do to make that nigga dip the fuck out? You know, because like my mom and my dad, I guess they just didn't get along. I don't know what the fuck made my parents split up, my nigga. That's none of my business. But at the same time, nigga, what my mom did well, like I keep saying, my mom kept me around real ass niggas. You know, like my mom even kept me around my dad. Like, nigga, she made sure that me and my dad had time. Like, nigga, as a woman, you know, like it's fucking imperative for your boy to be around men. Even if you and your baby daddy don't get along, my nigga, like, it's about the child at the end of the day. Like, a lot of these bitch ass niggas was raised in these fucking unhealthy situations, my nigga. Like, a lot of these niggas is bitches because they mama and they daddy couldn't get along, and they resent they mama because they daddy wasn't around. Like, that's like, nigga, moms did this, moms did that, nigga. That's probably why my daddy gone. Like, nigga, it's a real fucking thing, my nigga. Like, it's not a fly thing for you to raise no bitch ass son. You know, and a lot of times, like, we as a community gotta take responsibility for the reason that a lot of these bitch ass niggas even fucking exist, my nigga. You know, like men, like we gotta step up our motherfucking leadership. You know, and as far as like the bitch ass niggas being raised by single mothers, a lot of us men, my nigga, like we gonna have to try to figure out some shit. Like, my number one piece of advice is, my nigga, don't have sex with a woman that you don't want to have a fucking child with. Nigga, that's a real motherfucking risk, my nigga. Like, nigga, every time you lay down and have sex and bust a nut in a woman, you are risking having a child with that woman. You know, so a lot of y'all niggas just talking all this bad shit. Oh, my baby mama ain't shit. My baby mama this, my baby mama that. You chose her, my nigga. You busted that nut, my nigga. You know, and this ain't to take away the responsibility of the woman, because in a lot of these situations, the man want a fucking abortion or whatever the fuck, and the woman don't agree with that. But at the same time, my nigga, you the one, you shouldn't have fucked her, period, my nigga. If you knew this bitch wasn't shit, you shouldn't even have fucking did that. You know, and not to take away the responsibility from the fucking woman. Because women, a lot of times, you knew this nigga wasn't shit, and you let him bust a nut in you. You brought that baby into the world knowing this bitch ass nigga wasn't gonna take care of his shit. So it takes two to fucking tango. But I'm not giving their motherfucker in that dance. I'm not taking the responsibility from either fucking party, because both of y'all fucked up. But the thing is, after y'all fuck up, y'all gotta fix that shit, my nigga. Like, now that the fucking baby is here, we gonna have to figure some shit out. We don't gotta fucking get along. We ain't gotta be fucking best friends, nigga. We ain't gotta take pictures together and hug and kiss. Because, nigga, I honestly don't think I have a picture of me and both of my parents together. I literally have no fucking recollection of seeing my dad and my mom kiss or even fucking hug each other. But I feel like they both did a good job in not fucking with each other and raising me. Because they both was in my life. I knew both of them. You know, and they both kept me around the right type of people, my nigga. Like, you ain't gotta get along with a person to raise a good child. But at the same time, like I keep telling motherfuckers, man, like when you choosing a partner to even have sex with, my nigga, the fact that the risk of childbirth is there, like you really need to, you know, value your motherfucking semen more. You need to value your motherfucking egg more. You shouldn't be laying with a motherfucker who you feel like could be a fucked up parent. You know, a lot of you motherfucking women, like, dog, you know, and this is a joke, but it's real shit. Like, It ain't nothing fucking stupider than a nigga fourth baby mama. You know, and like I said, like, nigga, this episode is my love letter to black women. You know, so whether I'm saying something negative or positive, my nigga, it's out of love. Like, nigga, I never sit here on this motherfucking microphone and down black women or try to put all black women in a box because, like, you know, a big word that I'm gonna keep on saying is compartmentalization. I know how to compartmentalize, my nigga. I know the difference between black women and punk ass bitches. Because punk ass bitches exist, my nigga. We all heard of Candace Owens, my nigga. Punk ass bitches is a real fucking thing, my nigga. Robin Givens. Like, nigga. You know, like, I got negative views of a lot of motherfucking black women, but it's them specifically. I don't group no motherfucker. Oh, I got cheated on, so black women are cheaters. Oh, a black woman cussed my ass out, so black women got fucked up attitudes. Like, no, my nigga. Like, I don't get down like that. And us as black men shouldn't get down like that. Like, nigga, we need to really start realizing, my nigga, just because that bitch ain't shit don't mean these ain't good ones. Because, like, I tell motherfuckers all the time, nigga, I could never in my life come out of my motherfucking mouth and say nothing negative about black women when I know my wife. If I think all black women in the world ain't shit, I know it's at least one good one up in this motherfucker in the next room. Like, nigga, all them bitches might not be shit, but I know I got a good one up in this motherfucker. So I can't sit up here and say all black women ain't shit. Because, like I said, my nigga, if you say all black women is hard to deal with and all black women is bitches, so is your mama. You know, like, nigga, keep the same motherfucking energy, my nigga. If you gonna talk negative about black women, nigga, call your mama a bitch. Get on the phone, dial her number, and call her all that shit you said on Twitter about black women. Oh, y'all the lowest. Oh, y'all bulldogs. Oh, y'all dirty. Y'all stink. Y'all fucking hair don't grow. Say that shit to your mama, my nigga. Like, that shit is fucking sad, dog. You know, like, we really gotta step up our treatment of black women, how we speak to our black women, how we speak of our black women. You know, like, shout out to homegirl from the Diamond Lounge podcast. Like, you know, we been going back and forth a little bit in the group chat with the homie from the Ultimate Black Man podcast, you know, about leadership as black men. You know, like, us as black men, like, we do have black men that are leaders, but we do need to step it up as a group. I do feel like a lot of us aren't leaders and we expect for our woman to submit to us even though we are not giving her something worth submitting to. You know, like, I feel like that's a big part of why a lot of niggas got negative views of black women, because they not submitting to you. But it's hard for a motherfucking black woman to submit to a bitch. Like, nigga, how I'ma submit to you and you a bigger bitch than I am? Like, honestly, my nigga, like I said, like, it's more bitches with dicks than bitches with a pussy. Because if you listen to this show, y'all hear how profane I am. Y'all hear how much I cuss. I say bitch a lot, nigga, fuck, shit, dick, titties, pussy. I cuss a lot. And a lot of times when I say bitch, most of the time I say bitch, I'm talking about men. Like, I talk about bitch ass niggas a lot. Because bitch ass niggas exist, my nigga. And over this last couple days, like, man, this nigga, fuck coronavirus, nigga. The real pandemic is bitch assness. It's a motherfucking shame out here. Like, it's shady out here in these streets. You know, because, like, I tell niggas a lot. Like, nigga, I got a family member who I talk to about this shit, because this nigga love white women. He think white women is the shit. And like I tell him, it's because you can't handle a black woman, my nigga, and it's because you soft. No, it ain't that I'm soft. It's that, you know, they just be going too hard. They be doing too much. They be hooping and hollering and cussing and fussing. No, you're a bitch. That's the long and short of it, my nigga. Like, because no matter what woman you deal with, you gonna get fussed at. You gonna get cussed at, you gonna get hollered at, you gonna get held accountable, but you just don't like it from your motherfucking woman because it's a reflection on your mama. You know, and I'm not gonna speak on this nigga mama, but you know, motherfuckers, you know, it is what it is when it comes to that, my nigga. Like a lot of niggas had a negative situation when it came to their mom, and that's the reason they got a negative view of black women in general, because they projecting their negativity on women when they should really go see a motherfucking therapist and iron that shit out. You know, because that's something that a lot of us in the podcast community, a lot of people have been speaking a lot more openly about it, but a lot of black people need motherfucking therapy. Bitch ass niggas especially. Bitch ass niggas all need therapy. They should offer free therapy to all bitch ass niggas. If I run for president, nigga, that's gonna be my motherfucking platform. Free therapy for bitch ass niggas. Honestly, if you listening to this show and you know a bitch ass nigga, have him listen to this motherfucking show, nigga. This show is therapy for bitch ass niggas. It's aimed at real niggas. It's aimed at real men who do real shit. I'm giving real advice to real niggas. But bitch ass niggas could use this information. I'm exercising the demon of bitch ass niggas right now. Like I'm trying to shake the bitch assness off a lot of you bitch ass niggas. So women, if your man's a bitch ass nigga, have him listen to this shit. You know, have him watch it on YouTube, my Instagram live, listen to this shit on all streaming platforms. I'm literally on everything, my nigga. I'm on Amazon. You can tell the nigga fucking Amazon fucking you know, Alexa. I can't say it because that bitch will turn on and shit. But nigga, tell that motherfucker to play the Too Much Game podcast and it'll pop up. Like nigga, y'all niggas need to let your sons listen to this shit, my nigga, your teenagers. Like my nigga, I'm giving real nigga advice to real niggas. You know, to avoid bitch assness. Avoid bitch ass nigga behavior. Like don't be no bitch ass nigga, my nigga. Like nigga, your women is the strong, like they are strong, my nigga. We are so much stronger when they at their best, we at our best. Like nigga, we got so many women out here that fucking taking over, my nigga. Like the number one most educated group, the fastest growing group is the black woman. You know, when it come to starting businesses, nigga, black women fucking killing it, my nigga. When it come to fucking education, black women fucking killing it, my nigga. So it's like, how are you gonna expect a group that is flourishing at such a level to fucking submit to you and you sitting on your couch not doing shit? All you got to offer is some PlayStation, a fucking fly haircut, and some Jordans. Like, nigga, why the fuck would a woman with a business submit to some shit like that? Like, nigga, really look at what the fuck you bringing to the table and ask yourself, if I was a woman, would I submit to this shit? Would I submit to a nigga with a dirty t-shirt and some old ass Nike slides on? Like, really ask yourself questions like this, my nigga, because honestly, when me and my wife have fucked up interactions, I always look at myself like, where the fuck am I fucking up at that got her talking to me like this? What the fuck am I doing wrong that got her thinking that it's cool to come at me in this way? Like, I always, you know, I'm real big on this shit. I do fucking episodes about accountability and shit. Like, I'm big on self-accountability. Like, as women as well, my nigga, when you look at your interactions with men, it's like, what did I do wrong to make my son a bitch-ass nigga? What have I done wrong to have this negative interaction with this man? You know, and like we talked about on the Cat vs. Dog podcast, like a lot of women are settling. And I get it because, you know, a lot of the dating pool is hella shallow. Like, me and my wife joke all the time, like, I'm so fucking glad I ain't single, because it ain't shit out here in these streets. Like, but, you know, like, I've talked about with my homeboys a lot. Like, nigga, I know so many single, beautiful, great black women, but I don't know no niggas to introduce them to. I wouldn't even do them like that. Like, man, nigga, some of you niggas need to step your game all the fucking way up. Cause there's a lot of women out here that's single and motherfucking killing it. But it ain't a lot of niggas out here that's single and killing it. You know, especially niggas that's willing to actually do their motherfucking job in a relationship dynamic. You know, like I got homeboys who I've been talking to, nigga, literally our whole adult lives, and they just can't motherfucking get it. You know, but a lot of it is just, you know, we was raised wrong, my nigga. Like a lot of us have been misinformed. A lot of us have, you know, negative views of our women, and a lot of times it reflects back on us. You know, it's because we ain't where we need to be. We mad at them for being where they need to be. You know, it's like the motherfucker that get mad because they can't afford something, so they say they don't like it because they can't afford it. Like, oh man, I ain't even into Gucci like that. I ain't even into Louis Vuitton like that. Like, it ain't that you not into it, it's that you can't afford it. Because if you had the money, you would have it. But since you ain't got the money for it, you dislike it. Like, that's how I look at a lot of niggas that talk bad about black women. Like, if you could handle a black woman, you would love black women. Because me, I ain't fucking with nothing but a black woman. Like, that's all I've ever liked my whole life. Like, nigga, I joke with my wife a lot about, like, my daughter fucking Brownie. You know, Brownie dark. Like, she darker than both of us. Like, I always wanted a little chocolate daughter. Like, I really thought I was gonna marry a dark-skinned woman. My wife, you know, she light. But I always wanted a dark woman because, like, I love black women. But it's because I hold my mom in such high regard. Because my mom is dark-skinned. Like, nigga, my mom dark. Like, 24 hours of midnight, nigga. My mom is a chocolate woman. So, like, that was always what I looked at as, like, the highest of the high. Like, the black woman to me is literally God, my nigga. Like, I be seeing, like, female podcasters that'll say some shit like, you know, describe the black woman in one word. And it's always God to me, my nigga. Because I look at black women as way the fuck up here, my nigga. Like, I got the highest fucking view of black women. I don't have nothing negative to say about them. I got something negative to say about punk ass bitches. But I don't got nothing negative to say about black women because I can compartmentalize. I know that the negative exists, but I don't hang on to that. Like, I don't even engage in these arguments of men versus women. You know, because a lot of men like to go back and forth with women. Oh, y'all cheat more. Oh, y'all got fucked up attitudes. Oh, y'all need to submit more to y'all men. Y'all need to cooperate more with y'all men. But it's like, y'all niggas need to give women more to fucking cooperate with, my nigga. Like, that's the thing. Like, dog, like, nigga. Whenever you have something that is going negatively, my nigga, like, you always gotta look at what you doing first. Like, that's something that I tell motherfuckers all the time. Like, whenever something negative goes on, and this goes beyond relationships, girls and men, everything, my nigga. Like, what did I do to create this situation? Whether you lost your job, whether you fucking, I don't know, my nigga, like, you missed out on a business deal, you fucking missed a jump shot, nigga, whatever. Like, I always look at me first, my nigga. So whenever I talk to a woman and she say no, it's like, damn, what did I say wrong? You know, maybe my fucking shirt was wrinkled. Maybe I didn't have the right cologne on. Like, but I don't never be like, oh, fuck that bitch. Because that's bitch ass nigga behavior. You know, like, I wasn't raised like that. My mom didn't raise no bitch ass nigga. You know, so I take fucking personal responsibility and accountability for what the fuck happens with me, nigga. Especially my interactions with our queens, my nigga. Because that's what they are, my nigga. If you play any kind of chess, my nigga, you know they the most important piece on the fucking board. You know, the queen is the piece that makes all the fucking moves. You know, like I tell motherfuckers all the time, like, just about the dynamic in my household. Like, yes, I work. I'm the breadwinner. I work the most hours. I make the most money. I do that, my nigga. But when it comes to the reason that my house is as strong as it is, it's because my wife is making all the motherfucking moves, my nigga. Yes, I'm the king. If something happened to me, it's gonna be all fucked up. But, nigga, in order for it to run as fly as it run, nigga, she gotta make all the dope ass moves that the queen makes, my nigga. Nigga, she the one cooking. She the one cleaning. Nigga, she the one doing the heavy lifting with the kids. Nigga, she the one teaching the kids all the shit. Doing the fucking distance learning while I'm at work. Like, nigga, my wife is the reason my household is so motherfucking healthy. Like, nigga, I do what I can. I do what I do, my nigga. Don't get me wrong, my nigga. I'm out here doing my motherfucking thing. But without her, this shit ain't none of this shit, my nigga. You know, like, and this is the thing that a lot of us as men need to understand. Like, nigga, when you look at any man in any industry who's had longevity, my nigga, it's always been a man with a strong woman, my nigga. Like, when you look at Barack, do you honestly think Barack would be Barack without Michelle? Like, honestly, my nigga, like, we need them, my nigga. And yes, they need us too. And we can live without them just like they could live without us. Like, nigga, you could live without your fucking left leg. But I'm sure you appreciate the stability and the support that that motherfucker provides. Like, you can live without any motherfucking thing. But nigga, like, I couldn't see myself living without a motherfucking black woman. Like, that shit is unfathomable to me, my nigga. You know, like I said, this ain't no fucking Derrick Jackson shit. Because, you know, I hold black women accountable, my nigga. But at the same time, it's like, dog, like, we really need to do better by our motherfucking women, my nigga. Like, on some real life shit. Like, it's disheartening to me that we not handling our business the way that we should, dog. Like, nah, my nigga. We gonna have to do motherfucking better. And like I said, we gonna have to compartmentalize, my nigga. We gonna have to really get the bitch ass niggas up out of here. Like, nigga, if we don't get rid of them physically or none of that shit, like on some real shit, my nigga, like, we gonna have to separate from them. Like, these are the bitch ass niggas. These are the real men. It's a difference. We are two different things, my nigga. We are two completely different motherfucking species. Bitch ass niggas over there, men over here. It's just like with women. Black women over here, punk ass bitches over here. Like, these rap songs, the negative views of women in these rap songs didn't come from nowhere. There are punk ass bitches. Punk ass bitches do exist. It's a real thing. Punk ass bitches are a real thing. But at the same time, my nigga, that's not the fucking majority, dog. We've all ran into a punk ass bitch in our life. But that's not the majority. Because just as many punk ass bitches we had in our life, we done had some real motherfucking women. Like, nigga, I just look around, like, just at the spectrum of society in general, my nigga. Like, it's a statistical fact that black women are the most educated motherfucking group, my nigga. Like, it's a statistical fact that they are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs, you know, small business owners and things of that nature. Like, nigga, so you can't sit up here and out your mouth say that black women ain't shit when so many black women are fucking killing it, my nigga. Like, doing they thing. Like I say, as far as like me personally, nigga, and my worldview, like, I can't say nothing negative about black women because my motherfucking wife is killing it, dog. You know, like, it's just too many examples of positivity in black women for us to have such negative views of them. Like, nigga, we really gonna have to step this shit up, my nigga. Like, what happened to Breonna Taylor, like, nigga, we need to turn the fuck up like we turned up for George Floyd. Like, you know, like I said earlier in the fucking show, like, I have the utmost respect for homeboy, you know, who did his thing when the motherfucking cops busting they shit. You know, he was protecting his motherfucking domain. He was protecting his fucking castle. You can't be mad at a nigga for protecting the motherfucking household, my nigga. His woman was up in that motherfucker. He had to do what he had to do. Like, nigga, I hold him at no fucking fault. So fuck Charles Barkley from the bottom of my heart for saying that shit. Like, nigga, that's out. Like, nigga, any nigga who will come out and say anything negative about a motherfucking black woman, that shit out. And nigga, you could tell Charles Barkley that type, cause look at his motherfucking wife. Nigga, Charles Barkley ain't got no motherfucking black woman at home. You know, and a lot of these punk ass niggas who got these negative views ain't got no black woman at home. They either can't get no woman at all, or they can't get a black woman, so they go outside their race. You know, cause like I said, it ain't nothing wrong with a preference. Because I got niggas who I really fuck with who has a mate of a different race. But they don't use, oh, I got her cause black women ain't shit. No, nigga, they just got a preference. And it ain't nothing wrong with having a preference. It ain't nothing wrong with no other woman on the motherfucking planet. But nigga, me personally, nigga, my preference, my nigga, who I'm choosing, you know, who I'm bigging up all this motherfucking episode, all 2020, nigga, all until I stop motherfucking breathing, is God, my nigga. The black woman, dog. You know, and something that I gotta touch on, you know, cause, you know, we mentioning bitch ass Tory Lane and Meg the Stallion and, you know, niggas with negative views of black women. Niggas who got something negative to say about the women who got like OnlyFans, strippers, sex workers, because I don't hoe shame, you know, shout out to the prostitutes of the world. Like, it ain't your job to judge how no motherfucker make their money. Because you'll shame a prostitute for making her money by selling pussy, but you'll big up your homeboy that's a fucking thief. Like, personally, I fucking hate thieves. I hate snitches. I hate bitch ass niggas. But a lot of you niggas are big up your homeboy who does all types of bitch ass shit. A lot of niggas who you fuck with do hoe shit, sucker shit, clown shit. Shit that you as a man know is some bullshit. But you want to shame a woman for making some motherfucking money, however she make her money, no matter how you judge it. Like, nigga, I don't shame hoes. I don't shame women who you know, got OnlyFans. I don't shame women who dress scantily. Like, man, however you get your motherfucking money. You gotta do what you gotta do. Like, I wouldn't marry a woman who goes about her shit like that. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, nigga, I'm big on discretion. I'm big on class. I'm big on how a person carries themselves. But it ain't my job to judge nobody in how they do they shit, my nigga. Like, niggas be loving to talk down on women because they dress a certain way. Oh, why you gotta have your ass out? Why you gotta have your titties out? Why you gotta do it like this? Why you gotta do it like that? But, like, they don't be having that same judgment for us. A lot of times, nigga, they be letting us do our motherfucking thing. You know, a lot of you niggas be letting your bitch ass homeboy do they motherfucking thing. Your homeboy be doing all type of sucker shit and you'll still be cool with him. But a woman do a twerk video, now she a hoe, she a prostitute, she this and she that, and you got all type of judgment for her, but you don't hold your homies to that same fucking standard. You know, and I tell motherfuckers a lot, like, my nigga, you don't see me in pictures with niggas, you don't see me hanging with niggas, because I don't hold niggas on no special motherfucking pedestal above nobody, my nigga. Like, I don't feel like niggas is just, ooh, so up here and women is so fucking down here. Like, nigga, I'd much rather be surrounded by a bunch of motherfucking women than a bunch of niggas. Because, you know, like I keep on saying, nigga, a lot of these niggas is bitches. I'd much rather be surrounded by strong women than bitch ass niggas. You know, like, and as men, we are physically stronger. You know, we are more physically intimidating, physically imposing. But when it comes to, like, actual, like, mental fortitude, like, you know, how strong a motherfucker is with being able to handle, you know, pain, stress, and shit like that, man, women, nigga, they something different. You know, just when it comes to childbirth and shit, dealing with bitch ass niggas all motherfucking day. It take a strong motherfucker to deal with bitch ass niggas all day. Like, I ain't that strong. That's why I don't fuck with too many motherfuckers. Cause I ain't got the fucking, nigga, I ain't got the mental fucking capacity to fuck with bitch ass niggas all day. I don't know how women do that shit. A lot of you niggas is hoe cakes. You know, and women is dealing with y'all bitch ass. Like, nigga, a lot of you niggas should be thanking your lucky stars that women is nice enough to fuck with your bitch ass. Like, this shit is fucking crazy to me, my nigga. You know, cause like I said, like, all black women ain't fucking perfect angels, my nigga. Like, punk ass bitches exist, but dog, on the cool, like, most black women is on they shit. And that's who this show is for. This show ain't for punk ass bitches. This show is for black women. And like I said, nigga, I'm not discounting. If you got an OnlyFans, you still a queen. If you shake your ass in the club, you still a queen. Nigga, you can sell pussy and still be a queen. You know, as long as you're doing that to make your money, pay your bills, take care of your motherfucking responsibilities, you a motherfucking queen, my nigga. Like, long as you ain't doing nothing that's hurting another motherfucker, you know, I got nothing but the utmost respect for black women, dog. No matter what they do for money, my nigga. Other than scamming niggas, stealing, or some shit like that, nigga, I'm not shaming no woman for no fucking OnlyFans, my nigga. If you could buy a house off that shit, man, shout out to you. Nigga, you an entrepreneur, my nigga. I ain't got no hate. If you a stripper, you know, shout out to you. That's your thing. It ain't my job, my nigga. Like, something that I've learned over the last few years, my nigga, like, if it don't affect me negatively, like, it's not my job to judge it. If you do something that maybe ain't my preference, it's not my job to judge you for that. How you make your money ain't my motherfucking business. If you do it on OnlyFans, that ain't my motherfucking business. If you do it on a pole, that ain't my business. Even if you do that shit on a blade, even if you actually selling your pussy, that ain't none of my fucking business. So I'm not gonna judge you. You know, you still a queen. You doing what you gotta do. Long as it ain't no victim, long as you ain't stealing from no motherfucking body or setting niggas up to get robbed, shout out to you, man. You know, I let a woman do what she gotta do because that's her life. She gotta deal with the consequences. You know, she got what she got going on. Like, I don't judge motherfuckers because I'm not in their shoes. Like, I don't know what drove her to that. I don't know the reason that she's there doing that. So it's not my job to judge her for doing that. Cause I don't know what the fuck is going on in her life that got her there. You know? And that's why I don't generalize, because that's them. This is us. You know, I like I've said a lot on this show. Compartmentalization. I don't believe in generalizing. I'm not gonna generalize them women with the punk ass bitches, because there's punk ass bitches who work in corporate offices. There's punk ass bitches who got degrees. So I'm not gonna put all prostitutes, all the women who got OnlyFans, all the strippers, I'm not gonna put them all in the category of punk ass bitches, because look at Candace Owens. She's educated. She's intelligent. She dresses nice. She has a sensible haircut. She speaks well. And she's a punk ass bitch. So I separate the differences, my nigga. Like, I don't group our queens with no sorry ass bitches, because it's a big fucking difference. You know, I understand the fact that our women are great. So I feel like us as men, to put a bow on the shit, just need to step our game up and match the motherfucking energy, my nigga. Like, we expect a lot from them. So I just feel like we should hold ourselves to the same fucking standard. You know, because in order for us to get the most out of each other, like, it has to be a fucking balance. Like, if you want your woman to be up here, my nigga, you gotta be up here, my nigga. You know, like, we a lot stronger together than we are apart. You know, so us, we gotta match where they at. You know, so we can all be there. Like, nigga, we gotta meet them motherfuckers at the top, because that's where they at right now. Like as a group, nigga, they motherfucking winning. Like nigga, yeah, we got niggas who doing very well. Like me, I'm doing very well, my nigga. But so is my wife. Like nigga, the reason I married her is because of how well we complement each other. She's strong where I'm weak, and vice versa, my nigga. You know, and I allow her to be vulnerable. You know, that's a big thing that I should have been talking about a lot more, nigga. I'm doing like a long episode. But this is something that I honestly feel like I should have like really drove this point home a lot more. Us as men, we need to make it a safe space for women to be vulnerable. Like to speak their trauma, to speak their truth without being shamed. You know, like with the whole Meg shit and bitch ass niggas talking about she lying, she capping. You know, like when Keke Palmer talked about what Trey Songz did to her. Like, nigga, we automatically look at, oh, he's a player. He got a gang of bitches, so he could not possibly do some negative shit to a black woman. But at the same time, like, we'll look at that video that white bitch made and we believe her when she said Trey Songz did some bullshit. But when Keke Palmer said Trey Songz did some bullshit, we swept that shit under the rug. Like, nigga, we just need to have a fucking much higher view of our women. When you see a black woman doing something that you don't like, instead of fucking bashing black women as a whole or even bashing her as a person, you know, tell her the fucking right way, my nigga. If you see somebody that's wrong, make them right. Try to help they motherfucking ass, especially somebody who look like you, black or white. Like me with the bitch ass niggas. Like, nigga, I'm talking bad about bitch ass niggas. I've been talking bad about bitch ass niggas this whole motherfucking episode. But honestly, on some real shit, I really hope a lot of these bitch ass niggas hear this episode, my nigga. So they can exercise that bitch ass nigga demon and get rid of it, my nigga. You know, and if the woman who you try to instruct the right way chooses the wrong way, just move on, my nigga. Don't talk bad about her. Don't try to shame her for not listening. Don't try to say she hard to deal with, my nigga. Just let her go do her, my nigga. Let her live her life, my nigga. I'm big on live and let live. I do me, you do you. If you doing something I dislike, then you just over there, my nigga. I put you on goofy time, my nigga. And I move on. I compartmentalize. But I'm not gonna say, cause this stupid ass bitch did some dumb shit, they all stupid ass bitches. Or because this nigga's a bitch, all niggas are bitch ass niggas. Like, we as a fucking group need to compartmentalize and separate the real niggas from the real men, or the bitch niggas from the real niggas and real men. Because as much as motherfuckers like to down the term real niggas, I consider myself a real nigga. So I apologize, my nigga. I'm a real nigga. Like, I'm a real man and all that shit, like in the memes, but I'm a real nigga too. I don't group bitch niggas and real niggas. The word nigga ain't bad to me. I love the word nigga. Like, it's a derivative of niggas. Negus. So I fuck with the word nigga. I ain't gonna stop saying that shit. I'm a real nigga. But I'm not putting real niggas with bitch ass niggas. It's a difference. I'm not putting punk ass bitches with black women. It's a fucking difference. There's punk ass bitches and there's black women. But my nigga, it's like 90-10 over there. It's 10% punk ass bitches, 90% real women. This side over here, goddamn, my nigga, it's a lot of bitch ass niggas. I ain't even gonna put a number on it, but it's a lot of bitch ass niggas. So just in general, us as the black community, we just gotta do better as a whole, dog. But men, we really gotta step up how we interact with our women. You know, because the queen is a very important piece on the chessboard. Of course, if the king goes, so does the rest of the gang. But my nigga, like, we way stronger with the queen at our best. You know, so this is my love letter to the black women. I hope I didn't leave nothing out. If I did, you know, I apologize. I'll redo this motherfucker or something. But I'm gonna drop the mic on that shit. This has been your host, Yung Dolemite, of the Too Much Game podcast, live from the Boom Boom Room once again. If you would like to support us financially, it's patreon.com/townhousemedia. Town E House Media. Support all the Townhouse Media podcasts. Seriously, not another podcast. Friday nights at 9 p.m. Being Ready is back. Gunshots and all that shit. Talk 30 Tuesdays, the Talk 30 podcast should be back soon. Tuesday, 6 p.m. the Sports for You podcast with Mark, John Watson, and Nick motherfucking Freeze. Dope ass sports podcast. Them niggas know what the fuck they talking about. Live at 6. They be live on YouTube now. So check them niggas out. Wednesday evenings, live at 5 p.m. on Facebook and I think possibly YouTube. No Rules podcast with Mark and Ill Will. Hump Days Never Be the Same. Sundays, the Cat vs. Dog podcast with myself and CJ, Chelsea Perry, the celebrity of Townhouse Media. Live at 3 p.m. Pacific, live at 5 Houston time. And if you hear, you already know. Thursdays, mostly, or Fridays, depending on how I feel, man. The Too Much Game podcast. Whenever the fuck I get to it during the day. My schedule fucked up. So, nigga, I might be early, might be late. Just know I'm going to be doing this shit. You know, I'm on all streaming platforms. Like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube. Go to YouTube. Search the Too Much Game podcast. All streaming platforms. Even if you got one of them fucking Amazon things. Say, Alexa, fucking play Too Much Game podcast. I'll start playing. Leave a fucking like, comment, rating, review, or whatever the fuck on Apple. You know, all that good shit. If you want to follow me on social media, it's at Too Much Game Podcast on Instagram, at Too Much Game Pod, #1 on Twitter. My personal Twitter is at Yung Dolemite, YUNGDOLEMITE. And I think that's it. I ain't here to help you get bitches. I'm here to help you get better. Too Much Game.